Oh, wait, I'm late. Wait, what am I gonna eat?
Dad, remember you made that tub of ice cream yesterday?
Okay, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for tomorrow.
No, there's no time.
No time? There's never any time. Never have any time to make anabolic recipes. I'll never be popular on YouTube. I'll let everyone down. I'm so confused.
Oh my God, it's fine. It's all gonna be good.
You're right, it's gonna be okay. I just need a scoop of this.
Pre-workout? You mean you're really taking
I need it!
Give me that! Give me that!
Ugh, I need it! I just want to lift and sing.
You can't lift right now.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared. Hey guys, welcome back to Dad Lifting. Thanks for stopping by. I'm here in Florida working on my farmer's tan. Got the sleeveless shirt. Feeling good. Got an Airbnb and I'm gonna make a really practical, really useful, time-tested anabolic recipe that I think everyone should know about and use. It only has 5 ingredients, a bowl, a whisk, and then you put it into this thing to make it into a loaf. So it's just the Remington James Pizookie recipe, but it's just put into sort of a loaf pan, and it does not include the chocolate chips or the whipped cream or the ice cream on top. And it's a really useful recipe because it's really simple, the macros are incredible, and you can top it with a bunch of other stuff. So it's really good for things like syrup, a little bit of whipped cream, just maybe some fruits on top. So it's really just a bland, basic, little bit sweet loaf that you can use and you can customize with your protein powders to make your own. And so I think it's a really practical recipe, and I know that it can be hard when you see tons and tons of anabolic recipes coming out more and more each day. And some of them are really intense, some of them are really complicated, and some of them just aren't realistic in terms of using them on a daily basis. So I wanted to pop on here with this recipe, and then I'm gonna share my slushy recipe as well, which isn't really my slushy recipe, but it's a slushy recipe, which is useful when just trying to eat a bunch of ice that is flavorful and adds 0 calories or almost 0 calories to your day. So I'm gonna do both these recipes really quickly on this video, and that's gonna be it, all right? So here we go. Got all 5 ingredients together. I'm just gonna pop them in here. I'll put them in the description below. We'll start with our dry ingredients. So let's see, that's flour. Oh wait, 6 ingredients. Here is our whey protein. Here is our baking powder. Here are the 5 splendas. What we're gonna do is just mix all this up, put it into that little loaf pan thing over there, put it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees, and that'll be it. So I'm not gonna bore you with the entire process, but that is basically it. If you can't do that, what are we even doing? You know, do you even want to be shredded? Okay, so we got it all mixed up here. Orange goo. Now we're gonna put it into our pan. Oven is preheating at 350 degrees. Well, the volume is great for less than 500 calories. I think it's like 470 calories. Incredible amount of protein because it's egg whites, it's protein powder, just a little bit of coconut flour, and that's basically it. I mean, it's pretty slim. I mean, the pumpkin is there, but that's just kind of nothing. Baking powder is gonna make it rise a little bit. The other great thing about this recipe is it keeps well in the refrigerator. So it becomes kind of like a moist cake, and then you can keep it for a couple days in the refrigerator. I've done that before. That's also what I'm gonna do with this one because I'm not gonna eat it until tomorrow. And despite its simplicity and protein powder base, this is one of the recipes that my son will eat. One of my sons. So that's an endorsement right there. So you got it in there, you just kind of circle it around, make it flat. Doesn't look like much now. It does rise with the baking powder. And then we'll put it in the oven and I'll show it to you at the end. We'll try it tomorrow. There you go. Okay, here's the Pizookie final product. See, cut test. Look at that thing. Beautiful. I'm probably gonna save it for tomorrow. Top it with some syrup and whipped cream. All right, for my next recipe, it's so simple. My child is going to actually prepare the recipe to show you that even a child can do it. And he's masked up today, not for his protection from the virus or anything like that, but for his protection from social media in general and to keep his face hidden. So he's behind that mask for that reason. I'm not like, afraid that I'm gonna infect him with the virus. That would be silly. It's just the two of us here. Anyway, here's the recipe. It requires you to boil 2 cups of water. Oh, wait, you're gonna do it. So pour this into here. Okay, we're gonna boil that up. At the same time, he already poured out 2 of these containers into here of cherry sugar-free Jello. So we're gonna boil the water, we'll be back. Okay, the water is done boiling, go ahead. My assistant is going to pour the water over the Jello, very gently and carefully, and then he's going to whisk up what's in there. So go ahead, pour it around, tip it over, you got it. Pour it over here too. Good. All 2 cups of boiling hot water. Go ahead, pour it out. Excellent job. And then he's going to whisk, you're gonna put that down, he's gonna whisk this around to get all these parts slowly. Like this, over here, over there. Whisk it around. All the pieces move around a little bit. Then we're gonna put in 2 cups of Sprite Zero and then we'll be finished, all right? We'll put that in the freezer overnight and that is the recipe. I'll show you how it turns out tomorrow morning. Cool. Okay, in the freezer.
Oh.
Okay, so since I made the Pizookie earlier today, I had some extra pumpkin and Remington James dropped a cookie recipe, so I decided to make it. It's supposed to have M&Ms squished into it, but I made it without those M&Ms, which reduces the calories down to about 600 for the total batch. I'm gonna eat one of them here and then see if my kids will consume one of them. Texture's good. I think I probably would leave them in for a couple more minutes. I left them in for 6 minutes. Every oven's different. I might try a few extra minutes next time. But it doesn't matter because I'm in an Airbnb, so I'll probably have to go like 10 minutes on my crappy oven back home. But yeah, taste is good. Peanut butter, pumpkin. Sweet enough. Pretty good. Okay, so try not to look at this boy's face, but he's gonna eat the cookie. Gonna try it out and make commentary. Thoughts?
Very creamy.
Yeah, it's pretty squishy. You think it would taste better if it had M&Ms in it?
Probably, yeah, but very sticky.
Gooey? All right, good stuff. Would you finish the whole cookie if you weren't on camera?
Probably half of it.
Half of one cookie. All right, great. Pretty solid endorsement. Okay, your turn. You gotta take your mask off and face that way, so no one can see you and identify you. I'll give you a small piece of cookie for you to try. Maybe with some milk. What do you think?
Definitely taste the peanut butter and the pumpkin combined.
Taste the peanut butter and pumpkin. Okay. I feel like we could do a better job of masking that flavor with some other ingredients, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Not as good as the Pizookie recipe, because that's an all-timer. That's Mount Rushmore Hall of Fame recipe, and that's why I shared it with you today. But we had some extra pumpkin, made some cookies. Why not? All right, so I'll check back tomorrow when I eat the slushy and the Pizookie. But thanks, Remington, for another fun way to use pumpkin. Okay guys, we're back. We've got our 2 recipes made. This one is only 80 calories. It's been out for about 15 minutes out of the freezer, and you're starting to see it get a little bit more slushy-like, especially around the corners. So you just kind of chop it up with this fork, and it slowly becomes more edible over time, but this is a crazy amount of volume for 80 calories. You know, it's incredible. So it fills you up, or you know, at least keeps you cool. So that's the cherry slush recipe. Here is the Pizookie loaf. You can see the cross section here, nice and bready, but still a little bit moist. This is after a good 18 hours in the refrigerator. So what you can do with this is you can pour syrup on it, dress it up however you like. I'm gonna pour a little bit of syrup on mine. I'm gonna put some whipped cream on top. Why not? But this is, you know, it's 450 calories just for the Pizookie loaf itself. So you can afford a few extra things like whipped cream. So I'm gonna dig in here and show you how it works. I mean, it retains its moisture day over day in a way that other recipes really don't. It's just a great sponge for soaking up toppings. So that's why it's such a great recipe, and I come back to it over time. And I like to customize it with different protein powders. I might make a red velvet version of this, you know, tomorrow. I might make a birthday cake version. You never know, whatever I feel like, but it's so easy and simple to put together, and the macros are incredible. It's well worth having in your arsenal. So there you go, in a sea of very cool but complicated anabolic recipes, I've given you some more practical ones, and also reviewed maybe a less macro-friendly recipe from Remington James that was a better effort than his last effort, but you know, still not great. So that is the video. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. We're packing up here in Florida, heading back to Philadelphia. Gonna be driving probably 15, 16 hours overall over the next 2 days. We're gonna get it done, and we'll be back in the garage next week. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming along. Hope you guys had a great spring break to the extent you celebrate it, or a great Easter or whatever. So I'll see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, keep it on the DL.